Caleb is
Oh, did you?
streaming from the sun.
Yep.
Do you
I am
wanna go
live
tell a
from
brag?
Ra's tomb.
Say hello to the people.
Hello. I can't see the lists at the moment. So Dane's also gonna have to pull that up while he's doing this.
Let's go.
Yeah, I guess we could ask, but we're on a time crunch, so
Yeah, we're on a little bit of a time crunch here. I got to go to the locals in like 20 minutes. So, hello and welcome. We are going to do the top 8 regional breakdown for the regional that went by on the weekend ago. Yeah, like there's some interesting deck lists in here. There is a couple less so interesting deck lists, but I'm not gonna speak too much about that, I suppose.
we're doing our due diligence.
We are doing our due diligence in this meta. I couldn't tell you how many people attended because I just wasn't told, but them's the breaks, I suppose. It was an online webcam regional. And yeah, let's just get straight into it with Digiburst coming first with Adventure, Green Top End, nice little Puppetmon, and the what do you call it? The Metal Garu at the top. Anything to say, Caleb?
So there's a few things I want to point out. First thing is Ukamon. I don't think I've seen Ukamon be super popular in Adventure.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. And that's like incredibly funny because, yeah, I've not seen one person play Ugomon in Adventure pretty much ever because, like, all of your rookies and whatnot, and you have so much draw power in things like Courage United, your rookies as well, searching, and, you can play them out for reduced cost with your tamers and whatnot. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not something I've seen before. I don't know if that's maybe something that's unique to the green build to let you search out Puppetmon specifically, or like if that's just an adaptation of where Adventure is heading towards at the moment. But interesting thing to see. Other than that, it's pretty standard Adventure, just playing like pretty much maxed on Lilymon and Megakabu to put Puppetmon Ace online.
Yeah, and Lilymon is just an insane card. Like every time I'm like, you read it, it's just gonna suspend something in bottom deck, like 5k or less, but it does so much. Like if your opponent is hyper aggressive, they're always gonna be suspended at the end of their turn. So you're just like bottom deck that, bottom deck that, bottom deck that. And you get a lot of damage off with the Mega Kabuteru here.
Yeah, Mega Kabu is a card that is a lot better than I think a lot of people first like interpreted it to be, including myself. Like I vastly underestimated that card.
Yeah, I'm just scrolling down to show people the eggs as well. But I mean,
Yeah, we got Tsunamon. Makes sense with Ukamon. Like you go push up Ukamon, you swing, you get like 2 cards for the price of 1. It's like pretty classic Ukamon. You want a value egg.
A lot of one-offs too. It's interesting that there's like the funny little one-off of the Kabuteru just to drop another tamer. Like I
understand having like 1 Kabuteru just because like you're only ever gonna get that effect off once anyway, because you're probably gonna like drop a tamer hard first time, first turn.
And then it doesn't fill up your hand afterwards with just a shitty Kabuteru instead of the other level 4s that you need.
Yeah, we also got Tento to like block. I'm guessing trainings and scrambles, maybe like disrupt Sakuyamon.
Wait, what?
Tentomon in the rookies. We got Tentomon,
which is Tento is awesome. Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second there. No, I think this is just like mostly a rigorously straightforward list, and then it just has like really good top end cards. And we're definitely seeing a lot more of the green top end come through with Adventure because people
I think that development of like into Lilymon and Megakabu as the focus of your level 5s is what really pushed Adventure up into the meta.
It's cool. I think it's nice to see like people are shifting a little bit more to this heavy control style versus how they were doing it before of like we're just gonna
combo Anduamon stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna go Garuda 4 checks, hope for the best. But yeah, congrats Digiburst. He was messaging me saying I had to go get champion after you forgot to put me in the top 8 of the last one because I like he came like I can't remember whether or not it was 12th or 10th, but he was like, I need an honorable mention for getting as high as I did with the Green Adventure. And I was like, I will do my best. And then I forgot. And then, so like, yeah, it made champion just to fuck with me, I guess. But that's cool. You love to see it. Moving on though. Second place is Jeffry with Guilmon Rush because it doesn't have the Megidramon. Like we said in a lot of the last top 8s, Megidramon is the worst card in Megidramon. It's just got the War Growl that pumps out more rush bodies. It's got all the bottom end to just keep smashing your opponent over and over again with little chips for a Demonic Disaster, for Gravity Crush. A funny
One
little
cool boy to
one cool boy.
GuilX, best card in the deck. Arguably one of the best cards in the game at the moment, so
Yes.
understandable.
Yeah. But I think this is pretty chill. I do like the inclusion of having, again, like a GuilMon to just be like, I'm playing this guy, and then you can, I'm not gonna say what
I
this
think you
game.
just like you go swing him and then you GuilX, that gives you a trash to like maybe open up for a Guillemon to hit for game.
Pretty much, like it's just more damage. So I think this is like fair enough. We got the one,
Yeah.
the Digimon egg. There's nothing surprising there. But yeah, I'm not gonna go super into this. Again, I've seen so many GrowlX lists at this point. Congratulations though, Jeffrey. Followed by another Guillemon Growlmon Rush. Andrew, congratulations on third place. But yeah, this is pretty much exactly the same
very
list.
similar list. There's one less of the secret Callan. They're playing 3 cool boys instead, which honestly understandable.
Yeah.
GrowlMonX.
Yeah. It's also
they're playing
like,
different red scramble alt art.
yeah.
Interesting choice.
I like that we just went with just all 4. I don't know if you have physically all 4, but it does sometimes trigger me to little end to sometimes see like, oh yeah,
This is a max rarity deck for what it's worth.
But like to see like 3 of this and then 1 in the different rarity, I'm like, just put it down all the same, please. It does not matter. It does not change anything like in the, if you want to show it off in like to the judge who looks at your 33rd place list, so be it.
Especially when you split the different arts. Please, for the love of God, if you're submitting a deck list online,
that's what I'm saying.
Please, if you're going to like have like your limited foil Growlmon and your normal Growlmons, like just put them next to each other, like here. But like here, you could see the secret gallants are split up.
Oh
Nothing annoys me more.
Notice. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like I was saying about, it's just a funny little caveat. It's cute. I don't care that much, but it is so funny to be like, when I'm like trying to put these lists in a DCGO to like have a look at to do the top 8, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's got 1 BT13 secret Gallantmon, and then I go through and I go one promo, 1 EX8, 1 BT13. Another one. Okay, he has 2. Fuck. It's incredibly funny. So that's why we're doing this on Bandai TCG Plus. You did this to yourself. But yeah, so like, congrats, Andrew. This is Guillemon GrowlMonX Rush, and thank you for being the jumping off point for me having a little Barney about something stupid.
I do also got to say, shout out to matter of respect for max raritying a deck that is like notoriously low rarity. Gravity Crush does not survive into the end of the year.
I fucking hope not, man. I'm a little tired of shit like this. It's and that's not to like drag the players, like play to win.
No, absolutely not. You do what you do to win.
Yeah. 4th place, Callan with Royal Knights. We got I'm looking at this secret BT13 one to see if I can find another of the secret before I even
Where's the box stuffers? Where's the box stuffers? Like, no, I think this is pretty well organized.
Yeah. So pretty much like everything here. We got the 4 Omni X's, unsurprising. I mean,
yeah, this is looking pretty standard. The Keenan, I think,
yeah, I was gonna say,
is not something that every list plays, but it's something that pops up every now and then. GX is also something that's not common in every deck, but I do think is like a pretty solid card.
I feel like I see at least 1 GX in every single list, and then like a sputtering of like however many Crimson modes people want to see.
Yeah,
but yeah, we got 2.
It is nice to be able to threaten an ace over your Alphamon.
Yeah, pretty much like
or your Blood Knight
cards that you can just go Crimson mode over, and a lot of the time that can end the game if your opponent is a little unbeknownst to what is coming.
3 or you can. I don't know if that's the standard for Royal Knights. I've seen 2 most of the time, but like
that is
I understand it. Like
yeah,
maybe they're expecting a lot of Magna or like well, maybe there's some they just want like the low cost on all you can.
Yeah, not only does it like
it's a good purge target as well,
but it also just
like,
puts your opponent's aggro down for like a turn because they're like, oh well,
yeah.
if I either have to out this or just chill for a turn. So like I get it, but again, I agree.
Also makes it harder to like attack. Like you're not going to get Guillemon rushed when you're getting.
Well, that's what I mean.
Like Ice Walled for 3.
Yeah, that's what I mean, and I think that's like good enough, right? Like if you're playing against assumedly Guillemon Growlmon Rush over and over again, having a card that just like deletes the Digimon that's on board, and then also if they want to get a little bit too fruity with it, you're just like -3 memory, chill out for another turn. So I can see the source, but yeah, we got Callan on the 4th place Royal Knights, and I think let's move on. Congratulations, obviously. You tell him, Caleb. Tell him congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Okay, so pretty much from this point, we start to see some like a little bit more interesting decks. Tyrfing with another adventure, much more standard adventure, I will say. Running the 4-1 of the aces, but again,
yeah, not playing Puppetmon, so lower on those guys, letting yourself put in the Skullgray and an extra Zudamon.
Yeah, but we're still moving again to like the green side of things. You've got I forget this one's just can't gain memory. Hey, yeah,
yeah, it's just a Madoki beta.
Yeah, and then I like the
we also got the
inclusion
new
of this one
Mat.
because like it adds more like color things for your things. Just different variations of color. So I have liked this a lot, but it also kind of adds to that. Like, hey, if you have Greymon or oh wait, hang on. Am I thinking of the other one?
No, this one gains memory when you have a Greymon or a Garurumon.
Yeah, true, for sure. Yeah, so I think
it works when you go into your Skullgray, Melgray, and your aces.
But yeah, I mean, this is still adventure. I do laugh a little bit at like the one of Gatomon that like I imagine if you hit this one of insecurity as the Guilmon Rush player, you're just like fuck my life. But like, you could still Digivolve or play it out and put your opponent sec -2 or sec -1 on two
sec
Digimon,
-1s
for like, keep them honest, keep them chill for a sec. Yeah. Anything else to add about adventure?
No, this is definitely like a bit more of a standard adventure list that we're used to seeing, with just like
it is cool to see
the one-off tie-in map, which is like neat.
It's like it is a nice evolution of the meta, I guess, as like Aaron keeps putting it, that like we see the top 3, and this is kind of
we've got like an actual defensive deck.
Yeah, it's starting to show
can withstand the aggro.
Yeah, as a deck that also kind of gets to put itself as part of top 3, or like just be a part of the conversation, and it's doing pretty well. Congratulations, Tyrfing. And next up we have Trevor, you the goat. I know this is Marcus Villamore, you fucking rat bastard. Numemon and the other one. There you go. So it's fucking Nume, dog.
How?
Trevor, you the goat.
There's not even anything like saucy in this. Like
I get to sit
just
up for this
Nume. Like it's just Nume from like BT17. There's even the Kakuamon for like for ancient Garurumon. Like this is just a BT17 Numemon list.
I know he's probably like going to comment on it, but we were like trying to rationalize the Kokua, and the best I can imagine is that it's for like ancient Garus, like trying to hit you with that one-of source, roll through, reduce their Digivolution cost to get into the ancient Garu. Oh, sorry, ignore the Digivolution requirements to get into ancient Garu, and it's just like to that Digimon. But
there probably is something that we're just completely overlooking.
Yeah, there's for sure something else.
Like there's got to be something.
Yeah, but like this is just Numemon, bro. This is just Numemon. Oh my god, it's Ben. When I showed him this, he was like our resident Nume player was like, they all said to me that Valkyrie Ace was dog shit, and look at me now, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, look, when there's so much like Megidramon and Guilmon decks just like playing out Rush Guilmon, and you just get to ace ruin mode your opponent, like yeah.
Yup.
Also stops the adventure level 4s that get their unplayed Digivolve.
True. Also, you have to comment, because you need to tell me why he's in here, except for like, just another 3-cost drop or like a 1-cost to Digivolve into.
It has to be the 1-cost to Digivolve, because he's not playing the 4th copies of the Rush Nume and the Undulation Nume.
Yeah.
So it's got to be for the 1-cost Evo.
But this is incredibly funny. I love seeing, like, because Nick messaged me and he was like, Marcus is like 3-0-1 with Nume right now. He finished 4-1-1, and I was like, shut the fuck up. No way, dude. So it's very funny.
When Dane showed this to me yesterday, it was like getting flashbang.
Chucked it in the room and then walked out. Oh, God. All right. Yeah. Congrats, Marcus. Trevor, you the GOAT. You Roger Federer. You fucking... moving on. We got Aidan with the Rush Geel with the PhoenixmonX top end. I've played this deck. So after, I think, the last one, I actually like decided to vehemently play this, because again, I really enjoy playing birds. But man, this
It's just another GuilMon deck.
Another GuilMon deck. It's just like I feel terrible when you get to the point in this deck where you're like, yes, I am swinging.
And now I will GuilMon play GuilMon,
giving him rush, and then just doing that for like 5 times, and my opponent has to sit there and watch it, and I'm just like, sorry, dog, I guess, but no, this is still just a really good list. It's just that I'm tired. I am physically tired at this point. I was doing the OU with the All You Can version, and I like it.
They've even got OmniX Crimson mode.
Yeah, this is the Crimson mode is funny as hell too, because like I imagine if you're just like, I'm gonna swing past this guy or this guy, and he's just like, fuck you, die, and next turn, big dead. Yeah, I'm not going to say much about this. I think this is just a solid list as well.
Crush. This is a bad list.
Oh, yeah, not 4 Grab Crush. God forbid. 4 of the purple Digimon Diddy Egg. And then Diddy Egg. Fuck. P Diddy Egg. Sorry. Aidan, Edan, congratulations. Moving on. We have Linketivity. And this is the reason that Caleb is on the pod with 8th place on Crossheart, because I don't know shit about dick from ass about Crossheart, except that it does a bunch of chip checks and then kills you. And it also has a very strong control game in terms of a lot of these things. Take it away, Caleb. Kill this man for racial.
Okay. So first, I'm just gonna ask Dane, like, how much time we got? Like, do you want me to break down like what Crossheart's game plan is real quick, or am I just gonna go over this list?
Bro, be quick. I don't want the 20-minute explanation.
So basically, to make things short, this is an Xros 6 list. If you don't know what Xiaomon Xros 6 does, he is basically a ruin mode for he's basically ruin mode for your turn, and then he plays out another guy, Shooting Starmon, who on play is the RB1 Monzemon. He gives something -3 and sec -1.
Yeah.
And then you swing your Xros 6, you alliance with Shooting Starmon, you get to pop something smaller than your Xros 6, which at this point, anything in the game.
Yeah. Like, I mean,
so you just do that, and then you've got infinite inherits from your guys that you put in, and it costs you 1.
Yeah. So, and you're just kind of like doing the old school style of like Crossheart to just constantly recycle, redo that, keep doing that over again, killing things and still doing chip checks and alliancing for 2 checks, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So the few things that I want to talk about in this list as Crossheart player are the Secret King mode. This is not something that I see a lot in Crossheart. It's not a card that I hate, but it's something that I often struggle to justify. So on play, it just gets to grab any Digimon that has Digicross requirements from your trash back to your hand. This is either Omni Shoutmon, the other Shoutmon King mode from BT12, the Hunters one, or Shoutmon DX and Shoutmon Xros 6.
Yeah, so you're just using...
So,
I imagine you're
basically he's...
This
this
is a
mode.
5th Xros 6 if I didn't see any
pretty
of the
much
others, right? Like that's how I look
pretty
at
much.
it. I do like the inclusion of the Superior mode from X7.
I hate Superior mode. I understand.
Not because it's good or bad.
You go
first. Not because it's good or bad, but only because I like the card. I think it looks fucking awesome in every regard. Anyway.
That's fair enough. I hate Cross 7 Superior because it feels like whenever I go into that card, I'm making it's such a huge investment of resources.
Yeah.
To still play this card out for like 8, and then you lose your turn, and it's like the card is powerful, but it takes so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And you were saying too, like,
and it feels like you're putting everything into that Cross 7 Superior, and if it dies, like, you lose a lot because it doesn't get to material save anything. Personally, this is my choice as a Crossheart player. I don't like Z Greymon just because he's not a Crossheart, which means that Taiki does not search him. I personally prefer playing DXs a lot more. Like the satisfaction that I felt the first time I went Taiki, grabbed Shoutmon DX to my hand was insane. It is like playing a different deck.
I see. Because it's this Taiki that... Oh, no, it's this Taiki that, like, searches
the BT10 searches for Crosshearts. Zeeg is a blue flare.
Yeah.
Personally, I prefer to play the BT11 Shoutmon DX because it's blue and its name is always treated as Z Greymon, which means it can be material saved. This new DX's name is only treated as Z Grey when you would perform the Digicross, which in short means you can't material save it. But it is a better card individually, but I think in the context of like a broader Xros 6 deck, like I prefer to have the blue one.
Yeah.
Just because that's another -1, which means you also get to like kill a GuilX that your opponent's just left sitting on the board.
Yeah. I imagine that
and also like Takuyamon's blocker token.
I imagine that it's fine to have like one of these like DXs, and then you could just cut these 2Z gray and then run 2 of your fucking your blue.
Yeah, if you wanted to do that, then like that's completely understandable. The other thing that's good about this DX that they're playing is that you can digivolve it on your level 5s.
Yeah,
and like get value from it. You don't lose all the materials under there. Personally, I prefer to play Ukamon over Sparamon. I felt that like just recently in this new set, like Sparamon has lost a bit of value to me. I just like playing Ukamon, even though you lose the draw from the egg to it.
Yeah.
Like, you just still get just so much value, especially because this deck is like requires a lot of pieces.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like every time I did try to play this deck, at least a little bit, I would either have like, and this is just a tiny thing, I would have like Sparrow or Raptor Sparrow. I would never have like the combination of either. And when I did have the combination of both, I found it incredibly difficult to get like Raptor Sparrow under a tamer as well as like doing what I wanted to on this. And it's just
that's the other thing. Like without the red egg, which I do think the yellow egg is correct, just so that you can like swing Rookie without needing to have set up a tamer already.
Yeah.
You can't just go like swing Sparrow, go into Raptor Sparrow unless you've already saved one.
Yeah.
But I do like that about Sparrow, that like you can go into Raptor Sparrow after your one's already been deleted.
Yeah.
So I understand wanting the cut for that.
Yeah. I mean, any last thoughts on this before we wrap it up?
I guess the last thing I really feel like I need to say is that I feel like 4 of the BT21 Omnishamon is like mandatory. Like I think that card is insanely broken.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, like you can just use this card to like loop itself.
Yeah, well, I mean,
and just kill your opponent,
just
or you can use it early to like set up value.
Yeah, I mean, like again, I'm not a big cross art player, but I conceptualize this as like a modern day version of X4, right? Like,
yeah, this is basically like Cross 4-2. In like fairness, I did not top 8. This is a top 8 cross art list.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
Take all of my opinions with a grain of salt. I did grind that deck out a lot, but I don't have the result to match this. So
yeah, for sure. All right, easy done.
Mad respect for making top 8 with cross art.
Yeah. Congratulations again, Linketivity, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Congratulations to everybody who made top 8 again, as always, and thanks for watching.
Thank you for no Sakuya in the top 8.
Oh yeah, like that's my. Oh my god, that's all I wanted in this world. Because I'm the biggest Sakuya hater at the moment, and I just find it tedious to verse. But you know, not for any particular reason other than it's incredibly boring. You played
like 100 games against it.
I've played 100 games against it at the least, and I'd say I'm like 0 for 100 at this point mentally against it. So either way, all I wanted to say, thank you for everybody who played in the tournament, and congrats on your top 8 results. And yeah, I'll see you next time on the next top 8 regionals breakdown. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Caleb.